I remember seeing Ellen talk about. Oh, it kind of was leaked that she was gay.
Mm-hmm.
But she was on one of those late night talk shows, maybe like Johnny Carson, but not Johnny Carson, but like Jimmy Kimmel, something. I can't remember who it was, but
Right.
and they asked her everything about the movie she was doing, and then finally at the end he was like, this is the rumor's going around. I have to ask you this. So, is it true that you are she says that I'm Lebanese, and she went into this whole stand up.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I'm Lebanese, and it's
Nice.
really hard being Lebanese, and it was so funny, the fact that she was able to laugh and make people laugh in a time that was so difficult for her. And now look, now she's got a top show. People love her. She's good to people. Her show, she treats people great. So here's Madonna sitting up there like an icon, who I've always loved Madonna, but I don't know, when you saw, did you know Madonna was going to be on there? Or?
Yeah, I did. That's why I taped, and I wanted to just say, and then the most part that really popped was that segment that she was sharing, how, the message comes when you need it and when you're not looking for it. And I think through Madonna's experience, I'm sure she has a bunch of advices that she could pull out, giving out to everybody. But I thought it was very nice of her, like you mentioned earlier, that very generous of her to show that kinder spirit, because we always see Madonna as being fearless and
tough. And she didn't even know Ellen at the time when that was all happening. She sent that letter to her and sent her encouragement from Martha Graham that, as an artist and as a person, I feel like those things that she said about, when you let go, I can really relate to that. Or when you're not looking for validation anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think you don't realize it. You keep doing it, and of course I'm doing my art. You're doing your art for yourself, and also to share that piece of you with people. But with the way she broke it down, where you want someone to love you, you want to be validated as a great artist. You don't even realize that you're doing it, but then letting go. I think I could really relate to that. I want to read that quote all the time and just try to put that into practice, because I think that did she say something like that? You're getting in the way of yourself or something. It's kind of like it gets in your way.
Right. I think for me, the way I took it is, I know for me, from my personal experience, whenever I go through so many hardships or so many things that I have to figure things out or finding myself, I want to be able to control it, and that's the hard part. When you want to control the situation and you cannot control the situation because the situation is a lot bigger, or maybe you're not meant to control it. So having to say to yourself, I don't know anything, I'm going to let it go and let the universe take over, let God take over. I think that is one of the most challenging thing that I have learned, that I'm still learning, and it's still difficult for me. And I think that's why that it really was an intriguing statement for me, because Madonna said that's when you let go, that's when things happen.
Yes.
So when you're trying to control it and strategize the situation, it never happens. You wait for it. You could choreograph all you want, the scenario, but life doesn't happen that way. The key is to let go and let you just ride this ride that you're riding on. You just let it go and see what happens, and then you end up actually receiving answers. But the thing is that answers you may want that you don't get, or maybe you get something that you didn't want.
So it's not exactly how you strategize. That you have it all planned out, but it's not.
It's not. And lessons that you think that's, this is a color orange and that's what it is, but actually it's not meant to view as color of orange. Maybe you're meant to view the flower, or maybe you're meant to view something else instead. So that's why it's like, to me, it was very intriguing. And once again, it's sort of like a lesson to myself, reminding myself, remember, you gotta let go. That's the only way you get answers. So I thought that was really profound.
So I'm gonna put it into practice.
Yes, it's gonna be
today, hard. And then we'll check back and see how we're doing.
I think so. I think that's a good idea.